Let me ask you something. The mobile peony mouth, the rosebud lips, the phosphorescence of her skin in the gloaming. What does that make you think of? The phosphorescence of decay?
Professor Nazareth, it's 4:30.
Come on, people. I have only 2 hours to teach you everything wonderful and interesting in the universe. Okay, look, let me just say one more thing.
She always says that. She always keeps us until like 5:15.
Okay, I heard that. And you know what? That makes me angry! No, it's not supposed to happen like this. Oh, it's only supposed to happen when I...
What's happening?
I'm Nazareth. I'm Nazareth. I'm Nazareth. I'm Nazareth. I'm Hyde.
I don't know about this. That map of your uncle's is a little suspicious. I don't think we want to know what's in this box.
Don't be silly. My uncle is an antiquarian. Who knows what could be in here? It could be a Grecian potsherd or some fabulous story of coming out of Africa with a priestess or even Greece.
I still don't know. I'm still suspicious. I mean, what could those letters stand for?
Let's find out. It's hideous! A tawny abomination! It's hideous.
Ontology recapitulates phylogeny.
It's Babs.
The dials on my time machine told me that I was sometime in the 301st century, and I looked around for any signs of human life. This far into the future, I knew that it was possible that I wouldn't recognize the shape into which humanity had evolved, but I was happily surprised, at least at first. What was that?
Well, Peachy, he's dead. He's dead with Dan. Cut off a bridge, fell into the deep with the diamonds and the turquoises all flashing on the rocks. They never fit. They didn't, those crowns. But we didn't care. We wore them anyway. It didn't matter. They didn't fit because we wore them anyway.
Who's Peachy? And who's Dan?
Peachy's me. Dan and me, we was kings. We had armies and everything. Dan is my lesson. He's my punishment. He's here.
La 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 la
I wasn't sure of what to make of this. Perhaps hundreds of years of evolution had caused humanity to develop into 2 different subspecies. One of them still resembling us, but having somewhat less mental capacity due to decreased need to think for itself. and the other simply bodiless heads evolved from the upper class who need to do nothing but entertain, because the other species, which may have come from the lower classes, fulfills all their needs. I had seen enough, and returned to my time machine and jumped yet further forward in time to see what had become of humanity. I would not like what I saw.
Is this what we will become? Oh, how profoundly our actions in the present affect our future. Oh, cruel time!
I returned to our time, with a terrible knowledge of humanity's ultimate fate. The terrible sights were almost enough to drive me into seclusion, but my knowledge drives me out. I must warn the world and stop our fate. Stop the singing crabs! This, too, has been one of the hearts of darkness. The people in charge never pay attention to those over whom they have sway, and those under do nothing to stop them. The corruptions of those who would care for us, the greed of the administration, the incredible lack of communication. It is a dark place where the communication, which is most important, is ignored, and 12 emails are sent each hour about the Commons menu and the Breakfast of Champions. We hear nothing. We hear nothing because we are told nothing of importance. Those who would guide us lack guidance themselves. It is a headless blunder operating under the illusion of a master plan. We are headless. Or maybe we're just heads. Maybe we are nothing but disembodied heads, wandering blindly through the darkness of our young lives.
Dude, what do you want? It's college. Yeah, at least you got a townhouse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ah, shut up.
Du kannst Einsatzgruppe.
Ich habe dort Kinder gesehen. Yeah. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Ernest, and this is our bachelorette, Gwendolyn Fairfax.
We live, as you know, in an age of ideals. And my ideal has always been to marry a man by the name of Ernest.
Right. Well, why don't we get on to the game? Don't you have any questions you'd like to ask Bachelor number one?
Oh, all right. Bachelor number one, what do you like to do in your spare time?
Well, I often visit my poor invalid friend Mr. Bunbury in the country.
Bachelor number two?
Well, I often visit my unruly brother Ernest in the city.
Ernest. I love the name of Ernest. It produces vibrations.
Yes, well, let's get on with the game. How about Bachelor number three?
Bachelor number three?
This is most indecorous.
I feel quite compelled to tell you that none of you are on my list of eligible young bachelors, even though I share the same list with the dear Duchess of Bolton. However, I'm quite willing to enter your names in my book, should your answers to my questions be what a really affectionate mother requires. I have always been of the opinion that a man who desires to be married should either know everything or nothing. Which is it? We know nothing.
I am glad to hear it. Now, I suppose you have townhouses. On which side of the street are they?